Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I upcycled these two champagne glasses from the charity shop. I found a picture on Pinterest and I thought I would give it a go and see if I could recreate it. So you'll need some pearl garland. I got this from Poundland. Some single rose petals. These are in ivory, but you could use whatever colour you wanted. Some self-adhesive pearls. And then I used some small ribbon embellishments, but you could use anything. These are just what I had to hand. And then two champagne flutes. Obviously, if you want to make more, you just need more glasses. You will also need a glue gun. I used some tweezers and some scissors. So first of all, at the base of the stem, at the base of the glass, at the top of the stem, you want to put a good amount of hot glue. And then place the end of the pearl garland. Then you want to make sure that the top of the pearl garland is nice and secure, so add a little bit more glue and pop the pearls into place. And again, I added a little bit more glue at the end, just where I started the garland, and secured that. I then slowly started to wrap the pearls around the stem of the champagne glass. Now, I didn't use any more glue until the bottom of the stem. I just didn't want to add any more glue than needed. But if you feel like you would like to add some, obviously you're more than welcome to. So I just carried on wrapping the pearls around the stem, and occasionally using my fingers to push the pearls up to make sure that the stem was completely covered in pearls. I also kept them nice and tight so that they wouldn't move. And again, at the top of the stem, you can see that the pearls have started to slip down. So I just used my thumb to move them back into place, and then carried on wrapping the pearls around the stem. Now, luckily enough, this was the perfect length. It was what was left over from another project. It wasn't measured and cut beforehand. So obviously when you get to the bottom, when you're happy with how far it goes down, just cut off the pearl garland with scissors, and then you'll have your desired length. Then just to attach, pop on some more hot glue and then press the pearls into place. Now, don't worry too much about the glue, because you're going to be covering up with either a bow embellishment or any embellishment that you decide to use. And there's your stem. So next we're going to take the rose petals. These are individually, but I did find that there were quite a few that were stuck together. So I unpicked a lot of them and made sure that they were just single petals. So, and it made it easier that when I was gluing them. So once you're happy and you've got a load that are singles, you want to find the part where you want to start popping your petals onto the glass. Now I did mine about an inch from the top of the stem, and what I did was I made sure that the petals, that the part that goes in where it indents is facing the glass, so that it made the shape that I wanted. So once you're happy with where you're going to put your first petal, pop a good amount of hot glue and then simply just stick the petal into place, and use tweezers or whatever, the end of a pair of scissors, whatever you feel comfortable using, just to push the petal into the glue to make sure that it sticks. Then you want to move over slightly, again following the same line, add some more glue, and you want to make sure that the petals are overlapping so that they form the shape of a flower. And again, using the tweezers to press on the glue, because obviously the petals are quite thin. If you use your fingers, you will burn yourself. And you carry on doing this round the top of the glass where you've decided to put your petals. Now, there are other things that you could do with these. You could do them in red if you wanted to do them for Valentine's Day. I mean, you could do them in any colour that you wanted if you wanted them for a party. They don't have to be in white, like for a wedding. They don't have to be pearls. You could use diamantes. You could use you could use spray paint if you just wanted to spray paint the stems. There's many different things you could do with these. I even thought it'd be quite nice to do one white and one black for bride and groom. So once you've done the top row of flowers, you're going to move down slightly and then start to fill in the gaps that you've left. Once I've done this top row and I've showed you where I started to place my second row, I am going to speed up the video until all the petals are attached so that you don't have to sit through me just gluing on petals onto the glasses. You can add as many petals as you like if you want a more fuller effect, or if you just want to add a few, then that's up to you completely. Whatever you decide is best for the craft that you're doing. So move down slightly, and in between where you've already popped the petals, you're going to continue to add petals in. And then it's a case of just working down to the top of the stem where the pearls are. Don't worry about the glue at the bottom. Again, you're going to end up covering these up with whatever embellishments that you've decided to use. I think this would be a really fun little gift for a wedding present, especially with a bottle of champagne, or if you were going to do them on Valentine's Day, you know, with a bottle of red wine. I think they're really stunning. Obviously, they're not made to last because it'd be incredibly hard to wash this without ruining the petals. And every now and again, if you just need to move the petals into the position that you want, just use your fingers until you're happy. And there we go. That's all the petals added. So the next step is to obviously cover where the petals and the pearls meet. So like I said, I'm going to use these little bow embellishments that I had left over from a card making set. And you're just going to pop some hot glue onto where you're going to pop your embellishments. And just stick it into place. Now I only used 4 bows, which completely covered the top around the base. They were super easy to pop into place and hid the join between the petals and the pearls. And then just to finish it off, I added one more to the bottom where we glued the pearls at the base. And there you go. That's everything that needs doing with the glue gun. So once that's been put away, I got out the adhesive pearls and pop them around the top of the petals. Now, I found with these pearls from Poundland that if I try and take them off the plastic with my fingers, I end up leaving this sticky bit onto the plastic, but using tweezers, the whole thing comes off the plastic. I just lined up where I wanted them to be and moved around the glass until I was happy with them. Now, this is how I finished the glass, but the next day I decided to actually take these off because I wasn't happy with them. I was originally going to use the Pearl Effect 3D paint that you can get from Poundland, but I've never used it before, and it's just a little bottle of Pearl Effect paint, and it has a very thin nozzle on it, and you can do the effect of pearls onto different surfaces. I was going to use that, and I was going to do quite a few, so it was like a snow effect. Unfortunately, I haven't had enough practice with using this glue, and my little pearls were more like smudges, so I decided that I would just use these instead, but I wasn't happy with them, so in the end I did actually take them off. But you can decorate this as any way that you want. It is a little bit fiddly trying to do this, especially with tweezers. I really enjoyed making these, and I was really happy with how they turned out. So until next time, take care everyone, and see you soon. Bye.